Welcome everyone, SirGuano MoldyCheese here. I am in Beltrami Park today, and I'm going to tell you an interesting story about this park. So join me. Let's walk and talk. Welcome everyone, SirGuano MoldyCheese, welcoming you on another walk through Northeast Minneapolis. Today is April 12th when I am filming this. Beautiful day today in the upper 70s. Forecast says that it'll probably get to 80 today. I believe right now it's 78, so that's going to be quite possible. Bit of a wind. But other than that, nice, beautiful day. If we make it to 80, it will be the first 80 of the year. Corvette. Lovely Corvettes. I'm not a big car person, but I love Corvettes. So we are currently walking on Broadway Street. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. This bridge we've been on before, the gateway to Northeast, as it's called, has all these different emblems, I guess we can call it that, representing each of the countries that are in Northeast. I don't know if it's all of them, but quite a few. Here we have Greek. Irish. So, yeah, this bridge, this intersection bridge, goes 4 ways, and it has that gate on each corner, each side of the street. So that's a total of 8 sides, and each side has anywhere from 2 to 5 of those emblems. So not exactly sure how many total, but anywhere from 16 to 40 of them. Maybe I should do a walk, go up and down each one. I might do that. Right now I'm waiting for a crosswalk. There we go. Interesting story about that building there at Broadway. When I was much younger, I used to work downtown. I would get off the bus right at that corner, and I would always see this empty building. It used to be a mattress company called the Land of Nod, but it was vacant for many, many, many years. Many decades. But I would always, every time I'd get off the bus, I would think, someday I'm going to buy that building and turn it into a cool multi-use building. Well, I never had the money to do that, but somebody did and turned it into the Broadway. So right now there's a Spy House Coffee Company. There's a couple of restaurants on the other side, fitness club, a couple studios. Yeah. Someone realized my dream before I could, which story of my life. That building there is the, what's the word now? I'm forgetting my words. Not the Armory, that's not the name of it. National Guard. The National Guard, maybe it is an Armory. Let's see. Oh, it just says Minnesota Army National Guard. So that's one of their headquarters, I guess. And this is Beltrami Park. So this is Beltrami Park in Northeast Minneapolis. And years and years and years ago, this used to be the first cemetery in Minneapolis. Don't remember the name of it. I'll have to look it up. But looking around, because somewhere around here, maybe here, covered by, let me see. Nope, not there. I just dug up. Anyway, somewhere around here, there is still a tombstone in the ground to this day. Actually, I believe there's 3 still in this park from when this used to be a cemetery. And what happened was, like I said, it was the first cemetery in Minneapolis. And but it, I'll have to look up all the information. But there came a time when it had gotten very run down. The city wasn't really taking care of the cemetery, and the people around the cemetery kind of got fed up. They were tired of looking at this what's the word I'm looking for? Deteriorated cemetery. And so a group of people, and again, I'll look this up and add notes. A group of people in the neighborhood that were fed up took it upon themselves one night to dig up all the tombstones, and they piled them up in the corner of the park and cleaned up the park. And like I said, it was a group of people, but I believe only 1 or 2 actually faced any penalties for it. But it was at that point when the city finally decided, okay, obviously the people don't want the cemetery here anymore, and they dug up most of the caskets, dug up most of the tombstones, and moved them all over to what is now, I believe they moved them over to Lakewood Cemetery. But a couple of tombstones still remain to this day. So, hello friends, future me, interrupting the video to bring you some facts about this location. From Google AI, Beltrami Park in Northeast Minneapolis was established in 1908/1948. It was formerly the 20-acre Maple Hill Cemetery, which operated from 1857 to 1890. The city's primary burial ground for pioneers, settlers, and over 40 Civil War veterans. After becoming derelict, the city converted it to a park, though thousands of bodies remain buried beneath its modern popular park amenities. I said only 3. Key historical details. Maple Hill Cemetery, originally established by Robert W. Cummings, had over 5,000 people were buried there, often serving the east side of St. Anthony/Minneapolis. Minneapolis was originally called St. Anthony. Let's see. Neglect and scandal. By the 1890s, the cemetery fell into disrepair, facing vandalism and reports of grave robbing. The Minneapolis Park Board acquired the land in 1908 for $8,000. A cleanup effort in the early 20th century removed only about 1,300 of the 5,000 plus bodies, mostly to Hillside Cemetery. So I gave the wrong cemetery, meaning thousands remain. Initially called Maple Hill Park, it was renamed in 1948 to Beltrami Park to honor Giacomo Constantino Beltrami, an Italian explorer. This reflected the surrounding Italian-American community. While transformed into a park, it serves as a hidden cemetery. A few gravestones remain, and a bronze plaque dedicated to Beltrami was added in 1948. Back to the video. And I'm going from memory now as to where they are actually located. I know one is in the corner where we started, and I believe another one is over here somewhere. I did get a picture of it a couple years ago. I might dig those up and post them. Because I can't remember right now exactly where they are located. So I might have to just dig up those pictures and post them. And like I said, I believe there's 3 of them, but I only, even back then, only found 2. So maybe I'll do some studying up on it and post another video. That place right there, Delmonico's Italian Foods, that used to be a local deli. Italian foods, obviously. An Italian deli that operated for many decades here. I actually used to work with a lady with the last name Delmonico. Her husband, I believe, was the nephew of the guy that ran Delmonico's at the time. And I believe it's no longer in operation. But they're still maintaining their signs, which, I don't know. Again, maybe when I get home, I'll Google it and get a little more information for you. When I do these walks, I just go out and walk. I don't really pre-plan them, so sorry I don't have all the information on right now, but like I said, I will either add them as a note, or maybe I'll do an extra little video at the end, or I'll just do a new video when the time comes. This is Church of Our Lady of Mount Carmel. I'm assuming it's a Catholic. Catholic Office of the Deaf is what it says. So I'm assuming, so it's definitely a Catholic church. So yeah, this is the Beltrami neighborhood, named after Beltrami Park, which we are currently circling. squirrel. Looking for your nuts? Looking for your nuts that you hid last fall? How you doing, buddy? She does not like me talking to her. And she ran under a car. Luckily, it wasn't a moving vehicle, so she should be fine. This is I believe it's for bocce ball. They have 2 here and looks like 4 over there. Yeah, they have 4 bocce ball courts over there. And 2 bocce ball courts over here. We have some people playing bocce ball. That shed over there has, I believe that's the Italian flag. I'm not sure. All right. And there's the sign for the park, Beltrami Park. So now we just turned from Broadway Street and we're going down Fillmore Street. There's the National Guard again. And over here, it looks like a post office parking area or maybe a sorting place. Not sure. I wanted to show you this house here though. It's very artistic. Yeah, 2 houses with solar panels. Lots of solar panels. I'm not sure. I think this house might be a museum of some kind. Or it might just be somebody's house, but that is really into Asian drawings, Asian paintings. It says Yu Yart. Don't know what Yu Yart is. But that's kind of cool. big dragon up there. Get over on the other side here and get another angle. There we go. Got a dragon northeast with a heart around it. That's kind of cool. Ah, yes. There. The sign says United States Postal Service Minneapolis Vehicle Maintenance Facility. That explains why all these postal vehicles are here. Being almost mid-April, I think I can finally say that spring has sprung. Like I said, we're supposed to reach our first 80 today. I think spring is finally here. That's a cool path. Should I take that illegal path? Let's go exploring. And we will stop right there. And we'll pick that up again on the next video. Found some really nice places to video when we took that illegal path. Broke some trespassing laws, but did I get caught? Why don't you come back in the next video and find out. Until then, look to the future, but remember the past. Peace.